Welcome to something to talk about.
Yeah, really loud.
Welcome to something to talk about.
Hi! You heard the girl. Welcome to Something to Talk About. My name is Taco, and we're jumping right into Aron Santagar today. So this is my series where I cover a Song of Ice and Fire characters. A little lore into them Game of Thrones books. Here's like the rules if you want to read them if you haven't been here before. But yeah, right into Aron Santagar. So Master of Arms at the Red Keep, Dornish in the big city. This character was a lot smaller than I thought. I had a request. I will cover that at the end of to cover Aron Santagar, and yeah, he's just a fun little character. Little Dornish man. I don't think he's actually little, but yeah. How's it going? I sometimes tell myself, Mark, no tangents. Go right into it, and then when I go right into it, I feel like I forgot the tangents. I don't like being this efficient. Aron Santagar is a knight from House Santagar and a master of arms at the Red Keep. Master of Arms is a position with training garrisons, is a position charged with training garrisons as well as noble children and fighting skills. They are often deadly warriors. They can provide blunted weapons for training instead of just live steel. And Master's Arms are present at most castles in the Seven Kingdoms, including the Night's Watch. Yeah, the most known one would probably be Rodrik Cassel up north at House Stark. But yeah, so this dude was probably the most important Master of Arms, right? Like Master of Arms at the Red Keep's a pretty big job. Like if you're in a small house, it's like, oh, I'm gonna look over to like any sons that get born and maybe in charge of just a couple things in the garrison. Like he probably has like 30 people underneath him doing most of that stuff. Like Red Keep's a big garrison, right? So rather important. It's actually the second Santagar I covered. Such a small house, and I got two. So the first one was Spotted Silva. So yeah. House Santagar Spotswood is a house of landed knights in Spotswood of Dorne. In Dorne, they're one of the main houses sworn to Sunspear. Neither their arms or their motto are in the books, but according to the Citadel, which is like one of them websites, their sigil is a spotted leopard with a golden axe. That's kind of awesome. Over a perbend sinister blue and white field. Words. The Santagars were adventuring Andals who formed their own kingdom in Dorne during the coming of the Andals in Westeros, and then eventually taken over by House Nemirs and Martell, and Dorne got made. So let's just get into Aron Santagar. So this is his story in the books. Rodrik Cassel comes to town after a catspaw assassin attempts to kill a comatose Bran Stark. Catelyn Stark investigates the Valyrian steel dagger he used to find who hired him. Yeah, so we're jumping right into the first book, Game of Thrones. So after Bran Stark is unconscious and this dude comes up and tries to kill him, and Catelyn gets in the way, and she has this really fancy schmancy dagger. So she decides to go all the way to the Red Keep to try to find out where it came from. And she brings Rodrik Cassel her own Master at Arms with. So yeah. When Lady Catelyn and Sir Rodrik Cassel go to King's Landing in search of the owner of the Valyrian steel dagger, Catelyn wonders if they can trust a Master at Arms. Sir Rodrik ensures Cat that Aron is a vain but honest man. Dude's a little vain. Cat hopes that the Master at Arms might recognize it from the armory. Rodrik visits Aron at the Red Keep alone, leaving Cat, quote, safe at the inn. Cat immediately gets snatched up by Littlefinger. Rodrik returns with Sir Aron when Cat is gone, with Cat gone. Who wrote this? Oh, yeah, me. The two knights then drink in the common room in the inn waiting for her to return. Yeah, they're just hanging out. I love it. So that's all we got for the looking for the Valyrian steel dagger thing. The rest is just his time in King's Landing. So yeah, that's kind of like the biggest chapter he's a part of, and we don't even see him in it. We just know that he's drinking with Rodrik when Varys and Littlefinger first, and then Varys kind of like grab Catelyn and ask her questions, and then we find out that Rodrik and Aron are just like getting drunk back at the end. So Aron participates in the Hands Tourney. His joust against Luther Brune ends in a draw after 3 tilts. And Aron is defeated by Jason Mallister. I covered both Luther Brune and Jason Mallister because we're looking for those videos. During the first court session of King Joffrey, the first Baratheon after the death of his father, Robert the First Baratheon, Sansa Stark thinks that Aron is gloomy. Dude's a little gloomy, she said. I don't know, what's that mean? Like he's a little like a little like depressed, like another day, a little gloomy. Is that it? Does that mean like sick? I guess I could have just looked it up. I don't know why I'm asking you guys. Aron gives a blunted silver longsword with a leaf-shaped blade to Prince Tommen Baratheon when the boy practices against a Quintain. If this is a scene I'm thinking, it's an adorable one where Tommen's like jousting and fighting against just a straw man, and he somehow like mostly loses the fight. It's one of the most adorable things because he jumps off his little horse and he runs at the straw man and goes, "Castle Rock." If that's the scene, I love that scene. All right. It is later revealed that Aron has been training Podrick Payne in martial skills. Yeah, people are wondering, like, how did Pod get so good? Aron Santagar. That's how. The riots in King's Landing. Aron is part of the retinue, which attends Princess Marcella Baratheon's departure for Dorne, and he and Sir Balon Swan bear King Joffrey's banner. So he's holding one with Balon Swan. When the riots in King's Landing break out, Tyrion Lannister sees Aron pulled off the saddle by small folk who tear away the banner, the Baratheon banner. 4 men use a cobblestone to crush Aron's head within his helmet. Yeesh! It's brutal. Sandor Clegane guts one of Aron's attackers, but not in time to save the Master-at-Arms' life. Yeah, brutal. Since Aron's position has not been replaced, Queen Regent Cersei Lannister considers naming a Dornishman the new Master-at-Arms to ease the tension with House Martell. Yeah, that's it. So we're like 8 minutes in, and Aron's already dead. So he gets murked. The riots of King's Landing. He's one of the quite a few people. I almost said many. I won't go so far to say many, but one of the people that got at the riots. So normally the last slide I like to cover if there's any theories or any like symbolism, and not too much. The dagger is the closest thing. This was a request from a longtime commenter, Real Talker Walk. Yeah, Real Talker Walk. Thank you for requesting this guy. Probably forever ago. I have a long list. The biggest mystery Aron is a part of is, of course, the Valyrian steel dagger. Duanup on Reddit has a post questioning why Aron didn't recognize the dagger. Now, I don't think we know that he didn't recognize the dagger. We just didn't get any information from Rodrik that Catelyn didn't already get from Baelish. Like, Baelish gives her all the information. Maybe when she comes back, is it actually stated straight out that Aron doesn't recognize it? Because I listened to that chapter all over again, and I didn't quite see that. But maybe that's an interpretation, or maybe it's in something in a different chapter, and I completely forgot or couldn't find it. So it belonged to why he didn't recognize the dagger? It belonged to the king, and it was a rather rare dagger. So one would think that he would be able to remember it being so notable. This got me thinking maybe he was working for Littlefinger or someone else that didn't want the mystery solved. Yeah, because we hear all the information from Littlefinger, and then either Aron says he doesn't know, or he just like kind of backs the information up from Littlefinger. And also, Littlefinger and Varys knew immediately when they show up, and Catelyn assumes that it's actually from the the dude in the boat that gets dropped off, like the captain of the ship that she just got here on. Maybe it was Aron himself. Like maybe immediately when he finds out that Rodrik's trying to talk to him, he whispers to one of the spiders or little birds or whatever, and gets to Littlefinger and Varys immediately. So maybe he was working for them, or maybe not. Maybe he's just a horrible man at arms or master at arms and doesn't recognize a really famous dagger or fancy dagger. But yeah, really quick video today. In case you didn't know, 10 minutes is really quick for me. I tend to ramble. Yeah, just a nice little Aron Santagar. So not too much for him, but cool little character. He gets requested. I'll cover him, especially for real talk. He's been requesting people for a very long time. So thank you guys for watching. Click like, subscribe. I got so many other characters that I've already covered. So just, go check all those out. And yeah, that's all I got. Don't get your head crushed by a cobblestone. Bad day. Peace.